Kirk Cousins is the option there, which I
hear
said.
you.
Which
You
I
said it
said
last week.
Which I said last week that I think if they're going to go in the route of, hey Kirk, we need you to come in here. How much of a step up does that really make the Jets? The Raiders.
The Raiders.
I'm going to go with the Raiders.
You're hitting me from all different corners on this one.
I'm going to realize that they can't take that team to a playoff team or further than that. What's the point of paying another guy when you can dump him for some picks at the deadline? If your team is really that bad at the deadline, blow that team up, right? I mean, obviously keep Jefferson. If Jefferson's going to stick around, keep him.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
But get rid of Kirk. You got two, Addison looked pretty good over there. I don't think you blow the team up entirely, but I definitely think you move Kirk because I think they're be high value in teams that are like Mac Jones has Micah Parsons in his face all night.
He's going to be horrified.
Exactly. I don't blame the guy, I am pretty sure this cup is broken.
Oh,
because it is leaking all over me. Maybe that Trayvon injury affects their whole chemistry.
He could be.
Maybe that locker room guy that
whoops them into shape, that gives them that speech, get your head out your ass.
Yeah.
We got to play this game, and he's not there, and everyone's just clashing and not molding. That messes up the chemistry of the team.
Welcome back to the Athletic Lounge. I am Mike.
And I'm Josh.
What's going on? So, another wild week of football.
Good week.
Another wild week. Dolphins basically blew out the Broncos.
Demolished them. Absolutely destroyed them.
You had Devon Aikney.
Oh,
I just botched the hell out of that name.
Yeah.
Botched the hell out of it. He had 50 points this week.
Unbelievable in fantasy all around. 2 touchdowns receiving, 2 touchdowns rushing.
Yeah, rushing. 203 yards.
Yeah.
35 yards receiving.
Out of nowhere. Gotta love it.
And honestly, he's probably available in most
teams. When I was looking after the game, I looked, and he was in all 3 of my leagues. He was down, and I tried to get him in all 3 of them.
And then we got Keenan Allen, 46 points this week.
Oh, going ham.
Which Chargers had a phenomenal game against the Vikings, right?
He's been huge this year.
Like I said, the Vikings, man, I don't know. I'm not sold on the Vikings.
I'm not sold on them either. They really, but Kirk Cousins is slinging the thing. He's doing his job, and so is Justin Jeffries.
Yeah, he's doing. I guess he's doing the best he can.
Yeah, they got a terrible defense.
So Keenan had 215 yards, 18 receptions, and he threw a TD.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Which is
it's a stat line for the ages. That's unbelievable.
I guess you get 6 in fantasy for throwing it. Like, how does that work?
I think you only get 4 for passing in fantasy.
Okay. So he had 18 receptions. So Mozart, 45 points.
No,
that was another. Anyone on the Dolphins exploded this week.
Yeah.
Mozart had 45, 82 yards, 3 TDs. Which, see, now the question is do you think that Mozart still is that lead back over there? Which I think he is, because I don't see Devon getting all those touches that Mozart was getting.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's amazing to know that he can do this. Having 2 dominant backs never hurts.
That's true. And Mozart...
Split touches.
When was the last time Mozart played a full season of football? I couldn't even tell you when Mozart played. Yeah. So having that little backup, even if you can just snag him up, just in case that does happen.
That's why the Dolphins are really scary.
I agree.
Waddle goes down. They have all this depth for people to come up.
Granted, it's the Broncos.
Yeah, true.
It's the Broncos, which I think they should have taken that record. They should have went for it. What were they? It was 7. Yeah, I get it. You got to sit on the ball. 50. I get it. But take it, dude. Why not? When's that ever going to happen again? When's that ever?
With that scary team, it could happen anytime.
I mean, if it's against the Cowboys, do you think they kick the field goal?
Not against the Cowboys, maybe. I mean, maybe that now that Trevon's down.
Yeah, that's another big one too.
We just saw what happened to them. Maybe he's their lifeblood of that defense.
That would be insane.
They're going against the horrible Cardinals.
If the Cowboys' defense just blew up like that, just from an injury like that.
Maybe. Sometimes you have that center of your defense, that center of your team, and when he's gone, you don't have somebody to rally you when you're down, doesn't have somebody to talk to you, or have a pep talk, and you don't have.
No, you're right. You're honestly right. And I mean, so you also had the Raiders had a good game. I know Devonta had a good game. 172 yards, 13 receptions.
Yeah, but for nothing.
Which-
Good for fantasy.
Yeah, that's true. Good for fantasy.
Exactly.
Yeah, two TDs. I mean, that's all that really matters, right?
Yeah, for
I mean,
fantasy.
we're not
yeah.
Raiders fans.
No.
Yeah, right. We're worried about Devontae. We're worried about points. And I think
the-
Devontae can consist. That's what we should see consistently with Devontae.
Oh,
It
yeah.
should be 30 points every game. 25, 30
He's a
points
dominant
every game.
receiver.
No problem. Exactly.
Absolutely. But I think Garoppolo got I think he's on the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
Something.
I think that remains to be seen. I think
Yeah.
I don't see him taking another week off.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, maybe he does, but I think he needs to get back. I think he's gonna all right. I need to.
Because he was good out there. He was looking amazing.
No, they looked like he was having a connection. It looked like the run game was not doing too bad with Josh Jacobs.
No.
I know. So we got Adam Thielen too.
Oh yeah, I happened to bench him for a dumb
How'd that
reason. That was horrible. I lost because of it. I should have started him. Didn't.
Well, if you listen to me sometimes, you know me. I know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes.
When
Yeah,
it comes
it's
to fantasy,
yeah, it's a
I have an
50-50.
idea. I have some type of idea. So he had 11 receptions, 145 yards, and 1 TD. Tyreek, of course.
A minute and 40 seconds in, getting I don't know how long it was, but a touchdown
Yep.
like that, flying past you.
I got him on fantasy. That is, I expect 25, 30 points. Weekly.
Oh, every week. I think,
Weekly,
yeah,
at least.
I think he's
At
going to be the
least.
best receiver in the league
That's
this year.
honestly, that's if the Dolphins don't blow these teams out. That's what worries about me when these big blowout games with the Dolphins. It kind of limits. I mean, it didn't really limit
Well, that's
much.
the thing. He'll
but
get his points in
it-
the first half, and then they don't use him in the
yeah,
next.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
shame
with
that they
Waddle
don't.
coming back this week too. So I would assume. I would assume it's usually about a week. I know he had another,
Depending
another
on
injury or something,
yeah.
a quad or something. Yeah, I mean, I think that Dolphins team is
Scary.
scary. Now we're gonna shift over to where with the loss of the Jets again this week, with a struggling Zach Wilson, a struggling offense behind Zach, I would assume, because who else? I mean, nothing's changed besides that,
No.
right? Where do you think they go from here?
It's tough to say that you want to just have him ride out this season, see what he can do. But he has so many there's so many people on the team. It'd be great to have a seasoned vet come in and do something with the team, get their wins up there. But then again, you got Zach Wilson in the same position. He's a backup to another quarterback who's not going to be teaching him for a long time. You got Aaron Rodgers coming back next year. So what do you do with the person you just pick up? You're going to drop him in the year. I don't know. I think you rock with Zach Wilson. You have him learn. You have Aaron Rodgers on the sideline, teaching him in his ear constantly, and just having him get better.
Now, I saw something on ESPN today that said they thought that Kirk Cousins is the option there, which I
hear
said.
you.
Which
You
I
said it
said
last week.
Which I said last week that I think if they're going to go in the route of, hey Kirk, we need you to come in here, get us as far as you can get us, but don't forget when Rodgers is healthy and ready to go. I mean, I think it all depends on how long they physically know Rodgers is going to be out.
Yeah.
If they say, listen, he's done for the year, because there's whispers that he could come back later in the
could come
year.
back, yeah, but
Is that smart? I don't think so.
I don't think it is.
I think you wash the year.
Yeah.
You take your draft pick. You go get him a line next. You get him a nice solid line for next year. You keep everyone around, keep the defense around, and I think that's the move. If they do decide to go the route of Kirk Cousins, which I don't think they will, how much of a step up does that really make the Jets?
I think that it would actually elevate them a whole lot.
So you think that brings you think that makes them a playoff team?
Oh, absolutely.
A deep playoff team?
Oh, Kirk Cousins has been slanging that ball this year. Absolutely. I think he would come in. I think he would be able to come in, get the offense down, no problem, and just sling it to Garrett all day. He'd be slanging that thing.
I think you're right, but I don't think that's what they do.
Right now,
I don't think that's what they do because
I don't think it is either.
You can't say listen, because what happens if Kirk brings him to the chip? What happens if Kirk brings him to the Super Bowl? Where does
Make Aaron Rodgers an offensive coordinator or something. I don't know.
listen, Aaron? Sorry, man.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to
All
rearrange
that
your
hype,
contract.
all that hype of you running out of the stadium.
You should have
For
just
what?
done
To
it
be a
right there.
backup to Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Oh, that would be a headline. Aaron
you
Rodgers
imagine?
back up to Kirk Cousins.
After running out, which listen, that whole thing with him running out with the flag was awesome.
Oh yeah.
It was all. I'm watching it
Got
on
chills.
TV, and I'm like, that's.
I
You
just-
got 9/11.
yeah.
You know, that was fantastic. But I don't see. I don't see it.
I don't see it happening either.
I don't see
But
it.
if they do get anybody, I think Kirk Cousins would be an amazing fit, and
I
I
agree.
think he would bring them a very long way.
All right. Now, if it's not the Jets that, let's say they do decide to blow this Vikings team up, where do you think he goes? Where do you think Kirk goes? Because they obviously are going to move Kirk. Because if they're talking about it on here on ESPN, they know something's up. They know whispers are in Cousins' ears. Like,
Yeah.
listen, man, you better get something rolling, because if you don't, you're done.
Yeah, but again, it's not all him. He's doing his job.
But you're right. It's
All he
not,
has
it's
is-
not all him. But if the Vikings realize that they can't take that team to a playoff team or further than that, what's the point of paying another guy when you can dump him for some picks at the deadline? If your team is really that bad at the deadline, blow that team up,
Yeah.
right? I mean, obviously keep Jefferson. If
Yeah,
Jefferson's
you
going to
can't get
stick
away
around,
from him.
keep him.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
But get rid of Kirk. You got two, Addison looked pretty good over there. I don't think you blow the team up entirely, but I definitely think you move Kirk, because I think they're be high value in teams that are like, ooh, we're down. Like, let's say, for example, the Panthers. If the Panthers, Bryce Young, if Bryce
Yeah,
Young
if
is
he
out
stays
for a
down
bit, and they're kind of making a little bit of a push, maybe they go, oh, listen, we'll give you 2 picks. Maybe we think we have a chance of sliding in there this year. Listen, maybe the Giants can, throw a little.
The Giants aren't getting there. They just blew their whole load on Daniel Jones. You think they're looking to trade for a quarterback? And you think any other team is looking to take on Daniel Jones' contract?
I'm not. Listen, maybe Kirk can teach Daniel a few things.
Maybe he
on
can.
I was hating on Cousins too, but I think that he would be good somewhere else, on a playoff contender.
He
on
would
a team
be.
that has a solid team around him.
He's slaying that ball this year.
I really do believe that. Now, good old Cowboys. Good old Cowboys.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. They lose to the Cardinals.
Which the Giants
Which
beat.
the Giants beat the Cardinals. So, if the math lines up right,
If all the math I'm doing up here is mathing,
you're right. That means that the Giants are better than the Cowboys.
that's exactly what
That's
that
exactly
means.
what that means.
All the Cowboy fans, that is what that means.
That's what that means.
I don't care what you say.
You lose to the worst team in the league. That's rough. Just because, and it's not just because Trevon Diggs went down. I don't know. It's obviously a huge impact to their defense, but everybody just looked like they weren't gelling that game. Everything was just not going to a plan. It was just, who knows? And now coming up against the Browns next week, the Browns are a good team. They have a test upon them now. The Browns might give them a nice whooping.
Cowboys play the Pats.
Oh, they play the Pats.
The
Oh,
Pats.
the Pats. Oh, okay.
Cowboys
Now
play
that
the
is a good one. Okay.
Oh, now it's a good one.
That's-
huh?
that's
Now
a
it's
good
a good
one.
one. Now it's a good one. All right.
Mac,
I think that Arizona's a mediocre team this year. They're supposed to be.
yeah.
It's
the whole thing.
so they're in rebuilding stage. Which
Yeah.
what do you expect? They got they're working on their kinks, and you lose a game like that. Cardinals.
To the car.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you mentioned to me earlier. Maybe that Trayvon injury affects their whole chemistry.
He could be.
Maybe that locker room guy that
That whoops them into shape.
Whoops.
That gives them that speech. Get your head out your ass.
yeah.
We got to play this game, and he's not there, and everyone's just clashing and not molding. That messes up the chemistry of the
You're right.
team, and that you can't perform right.
You're right, 100%. So I mean, I guess it remains to be seen. I don't see the Cowboys having a tough time with the Pats.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
I don't either.
The
Because
defense is great.
I was gonna say if
The
Mac
defense
Jones isn't gonna,
if Mac Jones has Micah Parsons in his face all night.
he's gonna be horrified.
Exactly. I would.
He's gonna be
I don't blame the
horrified.
guy. You know. I am pretty sure this cup is broken
Oh,
because it
smooth.
is leaking all over me. Mahomes was the fastest at 25K yards in NFL history, which
Good. He's doing what he needs to do to be the best quarterback in the world. Break
he's
records when
definitely-
he can.
He's definitely chasing Brady for sure. I don't see anyone that's under Brady right now besides Mahomes. That's kind of putting that, giving
Oh,
him
yeah.
a little run for his money.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Consistently putting up huge numbers for the year, passing
and
wise.
he's struggled out a little bit out of the gate this year. You know, we can't deny that.
Yeah, a little bit. But now that Kelsey's back,
Yeah, now his main man's
now
back.
that Tooney found his hands,
Yeah, that's true.
you know.
That's true.
That's
Kelsey's
a-
found the girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing right there.
Kelsey's found the girlfriend.
He's happy.
He's
He's
happy.
able to make it. He's out there performing for somebody. That's a big thing. You can't mess up in front of Tay Tay.
That's true.
She's gonna be
It's
pissed.
so
She'll
true.
write a song about you in 2 seconds, and your career will be over.
That is a fact. So I want to get to the picks of last week, which I'd say it was almost even.
Yeah.
Almost even. You got one up on me this week, but you chose. I don't know why. I don't know how much we were drinking. I don't know how much.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I don't know how much hoop did we were
one of
drinking.
one of those picks
Right.
was I didn't really want to make them, but I did.
Yeah, but I picked the Giants to beat the Niners, which I thought was silly.
That's true. All right,
I thought
so
that
I'll
was
give
very
you that.
silly.
That's very silly.
But I had faith.
Well, it would have been silly if you picked the Cardinals to win against the Cowboys.
You're right, and that would have
You
made
know,
some.
exactly.
That would have actually worked out.
Always pick the underdog.
You're right. What do you have to say about that Giants Niners game? They come out that game.
Look,
I
obviously
thought
they
they
lost by a lot.
But if we're looking at the first half, let's break it. That the Niners team is a
Oh,
disgusting
filthiest.
team. Disgusting.
All around.
Brock Purdy's 8-0. He hasn't
Yeah.
lost a goddamn game
Filth.
that he started and finished
Mhm.
because he got hurt that last playoff game.
Yeah, don't
you know,
count.
so we don't count that. But I think that Niners team is gross. But the Giants look. I'm watching the game and I'm like, oh, they don't. This is a close. This is a nice game. And then it went to the second half, and
Yeah, then
We forgot how to play
started-
football.
Exactly.
which seems to be the case most of the times.
Mm-hmm.
Now Ravens Colts. Who won that game?
Colts, right?
I believe so.
Right.
Want to check that for me?
Check that one out just to make sure. Double check. You know.
Yeah, because I have the both of us shows the Ravens on that one, and it seems like I don't believe anyone won that one. I want to say it is the Colts,
Almost believe.
but besides you picked the Browns over the Titans.
Yeah, the Colts won. 22-19, baby.
Colts won, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, we both picked the Ravens.
Yeah. Horrible pick. Colts are looking good this year.
Yeah, no, they are.
Not too bad. This
They are.
Moss guy.
Yeah, did you pick him up?
No, I didn't pick him up.
Yeah,
no, he's on most teams.
Yeah.
I think most. I don't know if people draft him or not, but I looked at him because he's been producing all.
I was able to grab him in one of my leagues last
Okay.
week.
yeah.
I didn't want to tell you about that one. Usually I
Yeah,
like to
you-
make sure I secure the person before
Oh yeah,
I
you
say,
tell me I'm looking
"Hey,
right
listen,
away.
By the way,
As you're telling me I'm looking.
yeah, exactly. So the Colts beat the Ravens. Browns Titans. Browns won.
Browns, baby, fearsome this year.
Derrick Henry had like 2 points.
That's
2 points.
Yeah.
Like 6 carries maybe. 7 carries.
they didn't give him the ball. I mean,
I don't know. Weird.
that's what happens when you
That's-
don't give him the ball.
You're not wrong. I think the Browns
He's
team
that
is,
team.
like I said, dude, I don't think that Browns team is dead yet.
I don't
They
think it
signed
is at
Kareem
all.
Hunt.
Kareem, yeah, they're gonna flow right back into it.
They
They
running
still
the
say,
two-back system again.
yeah,
They had Chubb
all
and Hunt
day.
running that system last year
They're gonna do the same thing.
I think they'll run
the
the same thing with Hunt
exact
and
thing.
Ford.
Yeah,
because it looks like that's the have
Ford.
Hunt as your third down back.
That's
your
exactly
second
what's
or
gonna
third
happen
down
when they
back,
gotta
and
pass the ball.
have
They're
Ford
gonna
as
put
your-
Hunt in,
Exactly. I think that's.
run it with Ford.
I don't think the Browns are done yet.
Not at all.
I think the Browns
I've
are
been
still very
happy
much
from the
alive.
Browns from the beginning,
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm
I
still
agree.
happy with them.
I agree. Now, the Falcons-Lions.
See, I was happy with the Falcons. I thought they were looking good, but the Lions put a nice whooping on them. But the Lions look good this year. I mean, you can't blame them.
No,
The
they look
Lions are a
great.
good team this year. You know?
They look great. Algier had a rough week this week, and I mean, 6 points.
Yeah.
So I said Algier. I thought was a solid pickup for. This,
He is good.
You know.
Yeah.
I did.
He still has the potential to make
no,
points.
I do. I think yeah. He
Always.
definitely he's got the volume. The volume is definitely there. You know, I think he probably had 15 carries or so, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe less than that. I
So
don't
they're
know,
feeding
but
him the ball
They're definitely giving him
enough.
the rock for sure. But I ended up picking the Lions on that one. And we had the Packers Saints. You chose the Saints. I chose the Packers.
Yeah. I mean, well, Derek Carr going down, right, with the injury, his shoulder or something,
Yeah.
to be determined. What, Jameis Winston came in?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure Jameis Winston came in, and I'm pretty sure he did horrible. Famous Jameis ain't so famous no more.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's unlikely to play this week, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Carr, which is unfortunate. Who we got? We got the... Yeah, I chose the Packers. Jordan Love. Truth.
Hey, man.
So last week.
Solid, baby.
Truth.
See, that's what the Jets were hoping for
And
with
he's
Zach
getting
Wilson.
back... that's actually funny. I forgot to write that down. He's getting back Jones, and he's getting back Watson. He's getting back his top receiver, his one receiver, which is a big for fantasy. I think that's going to be a big play this week is Watson coming
yeah.
back. They're going to want to give him the ball.
Same with Jones.
Oh, yeah. No,
Jones
I
is a
don't think
beast.
Jones is... I don't think Jones is... Because I know this Watson's probably on the back end of your guys' fantasy. I would assume he's been out for the first 3 weeks. He hasn't played at all.
Yeah.
So I would assume that he's most likely going to be a high volume. 10 receptions.
Yeah, get him in there. Get
12
him into the
receptions.
offense. Get him going.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a lot of great plays on offense last week. You know, a lot of diving plays on offense. Dobbs had a nice diving catch. But like I said, I think the Packers are going to have another strong week this week. I think they take that momentum strong. Texans, Jaguars. You picked the Texans. I picked the Jaguars. Texans seem to come out on that one.
Strong, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, ZJ Stroud is looking good out there.
Nah,
He's
the
really
Texans-
molding with that.
It's so funny in the matter of what? I would say 2 or 3 years, right? These teams, like the Lions, the Falcons, the Browns, the Texans, the
Oh.
Jaguars, even the Packers.
The way that all these teams have molded.
There's not, I mean, maybe you got the Commanders still bubbling under. I think that they still got another year to brew. You know, the Seahawks, the Panthers.
yeah,
These are all teams that
all teams just in the waiting. They have the
Exactly.
people. They just need that
they need a
one or
couple-
two
like,
more
I
people.
think the Panthers got another couple years.
Yeah,
I think they got another couple years, but they, as a whole, they look like a solid team.
they do.
They look like a solid team. Seahawks, I don't know how many years Geno Smith has left in him.
He's, I mean, he
Right?
definitely.
He's got to be up there in age.
No, not really. He can't be that high up there.
No?
There's no way. I don't even know if he's past 30 yet. I feel like he came into the league in like
I
2000.
felt like he sat the bench for like.
Did he? Not even sure. Geno Smith. See, all it takes is a couple years for a quarterback under somebody good for them to become good.
No, you're
Because
right.
on the Jets,
He was awful.
didn't want him for a second.
You're right.
Oh, yeah, he's 32. All right.
Okay. All right, so, I mean, he's up there.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Yeah, but, just finding his...
But listen, I don't think that
Stride.
Seahawks team is bad. Nice jersey, by the way. Marshawn Lynch.
Beast mode, baby.
So you picked the Texans,
All day.
picked the Jaguars. We both picked the Dolphins. We weren't idiots.
I mean,
There
that's...
was no question that was happening.
They're just, so dominant
So good.
this year.
I just on all cylinders. I don't think I would say Miami and the Niners right now
Oh, absolutely.
Are-
It's a tough
are neck and neck.
throw
I
up
mean,
for
they're both
who's the
3-0,
best.
right? No, is the Dolphins 3-0?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe the Dolphins are 3-0. So we got the Vikings Chargers. You picked the Vikings. I picked the Chargers. Listen,
see,
the Chargers look great, but now you got Mike Williams done for the year.
Yeah, that's another tough one. Eckler goes down. I don't know when
Williams
he's
goes
coming
down.
back. Williams goes down.
That team is falling apart
It's falling
slowly.
apart.
Slowly.
Lots of injuries. Can kill a
I
team.
think they definitely make a move at the deadline. I
They
can
have
see
to.
them making a move at the deadline for sure. You're losing two big guys like that. We got the. Yeah, so I picked the Chargers on that. You picked the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings have a shot this upcoming week. Maybe they do with no Bryce Young, honestly.
Yeah, bringing in
With Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold over there.
Yeah, he didn't look horrible when he
No,
came
he
in.
didn't.
Actually,
He didn't look bad
came
at all.
in, looked pretty good. Oh yeah, good matchup. I still, Kirk Cousins is slaying that thing. That defense just is not,
It's not keeping
gelling
up.
at all. It's
Yeah,
not doing
keeping
it.
up. Pats, Jets. Pick the Jets. That was our
That's
little wager we had there.
yeah, I lost that bad boy.
Yeah, well, we're gonna run it
Hurt
back.
the pockets.
When we run down the games, we'll figure out.
Yeah, we'll go
game
through
to
another
run
one.
back
Run
on.
that back.
But
Get my money back.
I think Mac Jones is basic,
Generic, absolutely.
generic, NPC generic.
NPC 74 overall.
Yeah, exactly. He's not getting the mud extreme
No.
card.
Uh-uh.
He's not getting anything.
Not at all. No team of the week for him.
No, absolutely not. Listen, honestly, Mac Jones is the type of player to throw for 450 yards one week
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
and then just go back to being shit. So they beat the Jets, obviously, which we didn't expect. I didn't expect.
It's tough, because Zach Wilson, he just needs to.
There's no. Even Joe Namath. Did you see what Joe Namath said about Zach Wilson?
Yeah, he just said that
He's
he's
like,
not
"I've
the
seen
guy.
enough of him."
Yeah, I've seen enough.
That's it. Thank you.
That's it.
That's
Because
their
he just
only
looks
great
like
quarterback besides Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre.
he brought him to the chip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bills Commanders. You picked
Bills.
the Commanders. I picked the Bills. I knew the Bills were gonna have.
Yeah, I
that
don't know
game
how
where
the
they
hell
had
I
to
did
come
that.
out and
I must have
swing
definitely too many hoops on that one. Because the Bills actually look like
Definitely
a
too many
congealing
hoops.
team.
I agree. The Bills looked like they were back to what they were supposed to be.
Yes, back to business.
exactly. We both picked the Seahawks.
Just Josh Allen, please, just dive, just slide, please. Go
I
out
know,
of
it's so
bounds, just do
scary.
something. You scare me.
So
You
scary,
scare
dude.
me.
So
You're
scary.
so good. I don't want to see anything bad
I
happen
know.
to you.
I agree. Especially all the money they paid him.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so funny. I don't know. You ever been to Buffalo?
I haven't.
Okay.
Well, I've been to Niagara.
Okay, so Josh Allen, I believe, is Jesus over there in Buffalo.
Oh,
I'm
I would
convinced-
imagine.
I'm convinced. He's over everything. Anything you're going to the grocery store in Buffalo, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Cereal boxes, toilet paper, tissues, fucking underwear, bro. He's everywhere. Like they have a whole section, like a whole shrine. Josh Allen, tent, Buffalo Bills tent. Josh Allen cereal. Josh Allen, crazy.
Yeah, they love
You
their
know,
football.
they love Josh Allen over there. I mean, Stephon Diggs, is having. It seems like he was kind of having a rift with Josh Allen, but I think after last week, I think maybe they should be back on pace to kind of keep it rolling. Seahawks, Panthers. Seahawks won that, right?
Yeah.
Cowboys, Cardinals.
An upset.
A
Couldn't
big
imagine. Big
fucking
old upset.
Big upset. I'm surprised because I didn't think that injury would have that big of an effect on the Cowboys. Because, and it obviously did. No matter what they want to say, no matter what anyone else wants to say, that injury affected
Obviously,
the Cowboys.
yeah.
You don't lose to the worst team in football. I mean, did
They
it affect that? Did it affect Dak? I mean, what is Dak? What is Dak? What? They paid him a lot of money. He fought and bitched and whined for all the money that he wanted. Oh, you want all this money? I need all the money to play football for you guys. He's won 2 games, and now he's all right, man. See you in a couple games.
Yeah.
It's
tough because it is mostly because the Cardinals only scored 1 touchdown. So they were just, kicking it away to get their points. Same with the Cowboys. Cowboys only got 1 touchdown. That's on Dak.
Dak Prescott.
That's on Dak Prescott.
That's true.
He's got to score. He's got to play better. He has good weapons. CeeDee Lamb. I mean, He's got to be able to throw
Brandon
that.
Cooks playing last week? I think he was playing last week.
Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't really get in there too much.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's
They
a nice
should use
weapon
him
over
more.
there,
I
you
don't
know?
see
You
why
throw
not.
him in the slant. I mean,
Yeah.
I like him in the slant.
So do I.
You know, like
He's a great wide
quick,
receiver.
You know, quick off the jump. Bears, Chiefs.
Bad news.
Bad news, Bears. I don't know where they go from here.
I don't either.
0-3. Bears are 0-3.
Justin Fields
I have no idea
struggling.
where they go from here. Not a clue.
That was your best prediction of the year so far. You know, they were going to go to the Super Bowl, right? To the Super Bowl, this team.
Listen, we have awful takes. Listen to Skip Bayless anytime he talks. He's got awful takes.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Exactly. It's still early. I'm going to hold out hope.
Hold that, man. Hold
hold
that.
that
Just
hope.
run with it.
I'm going to die on the land I stood on. We'll see what happens. You know, they got smoked by the Chiefs. The Chiefs
Oh
look like
my
they were
God.
like, oh, yeah, we know how to play football again. It's the Browns. It's the Bears.
There you go.
know?
Yeah. Just need a little scrimmage.
Yeah, exactly. Steelers, Raiders. No, you know, you lost Garoppolo midway through that game, right? You went down midway through
Yeah.
the game.
I
Steelers,
get
like you said last week, the Steelers. You like the Steelers? They look great.
I like them. They look great.
They look, exactly.
Can he
They look fantastic.
Cricket? He's slinging it. I mean,
I think
he's
it's
not slinging, but he.
I think it's Mike Tomlin.
Oh my! Well, Tomlin is a goat. Tomlin is a goat. I mean, through all of it, he has always just been so consistent. He just finds a way to win. And Steelers fans, first of all, I love what he says in press conferences. He's the man. He's stone cold. But Steelers fans, they want to win. It's about entertainment. Mike Tomlin wants to win for the fans. I love it.
So you chose the Eagles. Eagles Bucks.
I mean, yeah. How do you not? Eagles.
I mean, the
I
Bucks.
hate
The Bucks
them,
look
but-
great though.
The Bucks are good.
You can't hate on the Bucks.
No, Baker is looking amazing out there.
He is, and that catch by Mike Evans.
Unbelievable.
was
Mike Evans is
fantastic.
doing great this year.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
The Eagles.
But the
another
Eagles are
solid,
just
another
so
solid
good.
week, man.
Did,
Another solid week.
Yeah, I heard. I don't know if AJ Brown get hurt or anything.
No, AJ Brown.
He's
I think
good,
is okay.
right?
I think
Okay.
AJ Brown's okay.
I heard something, but I think
Devontae
he is
was
good.
questionable going into it, but
Slim Reaper.
he's. I've never heard
Love
that
him.
nickname ever.
Neither have I. I don't know where Madden comes up with
I
these.
don't know. I kind of. I bucks with it though.
I love that
I
nickname.
like
That's
it.
a solid nickname. Slim Reaper. Because
So,
he is.
Eagles looking solid as always. Nothing's changed with them. You had Rams, Bengals. So you chose the Eagles there. I took the L on that one. But I still have faith in
No, absolutely.
in Baker.
Bucks are
I
great.
think Baker's going to still have another great week this week. Rams, Bengals. We both chose the Rams.
Yeah, I didn't think that the bad for me because Joe Burrow obviously had a chip on his shoulder. He wanted to come out there and prove that.
Absolutely.
This
and
Bengals team is
he,
good.
he came into that game limping.
Yeah, he did. Good for him.
You know?
Fighting
He
through
came in
that.
that game struggling, kind of, calf was hurting.
Gotta
you know?
respect that.
And I honestly didn't think he was going to play.
I
picked
didn't
up
either.
Stafford because I was like, he's not playing. There's no shot.
Yeah.
I saw him limp off that field, and I was like, shit.
Yeah, he was hurting. But he came out and he did his job, and they got that win for them, and they needed that. They needed that
you're right.
badly.
You're right.
People were talking real bad about them.
And sleeping on the Bengals, where does that always end up?
It's a bad choice.
Bad choice. So we're going to go, after running to that now, top 5 teams.
Very interesting.
Who are you going on? Who we
right.
got here?
So I'll start with 5.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down so we have all this documented. We have every little
Every
quote we make, everything we say.
dot our I's, cross our T's.
Yeah, exactly. So, who you
All right,
got?
so 5, I'm going to go with the Bills
Okay.
because Josh Allen is getting it back together. Their defense is still amazing.
You got Von Miller over there.
Yeah, just slicing people apart. The Bills, I'll go with 5.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm going to go with the Chiefs because Patty Mahomes refuses to lose. He's a dominant force on that field, and he loves to win. Number 3, I'm going with, although it hurts me, I'm going to go with the Eagles
Ooh, Eagles. Okay.
Eagles. I think they're going to make a really good push this year because that team is just stacked. Jalen Hurts figured that tush push. He figured that out.
Now, yeah, you know what's
That
funny
is
is I thought they
unstoppable.
made a rule against that.
Really?
I thought that they said that they couldn't do that anymore
Why? Why not?
because it's too overpowered. That's what
It
I
is
thought.
what it
I thought
is.
I
That's
saw
the
something that
rule.
said it was too overpowered and they couldn't. They had to limit it somehow. Obviously they haven't stopped it because
that
it's
thing
still-
is unbeatable.
it's still
Never fails.
Still doing
Never
it.
fails. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles for 3.
Okay.
Number 2, and this is where it gets tricky because it's hard to. My 1 and 2 are the 49ers and the Dolphins, and it switches back week from week.
Okay.
And this week, the 49ers are number 2. The 49ers are an unbelievable team. I'm not putting nothing against them,
Let's hope
making them
there's
not
no
number
injuries.
1. That's the thing.
They've been
That's the only thing that's
they've been
holding them
blessed.
back right now.
they've been blessed.
If Ayuk and Debo can stay healthy, they will remain number 1. But right now, after they lost Waddle, the Dolphins, and they came out and massacred. I mean, yeah, it was against whatever, but they massacred them
Yeah.
without Waddle, using their back, using their depth. Dolphins are scary.
We're going Dolphins.
Dolphins number 1, 49ers 2.
Dolphins in 1. I agree. I want to go for 5. I'm going to go with the Browns.
Oh, I love that one. I'll
I'm
take
going to go
that
with the
one.
Browns. I think the Browns are not, like I said before, I don't think they're dead yet.
Absolutely.
I
not.
think that they still have a solid team. Besides, you got no Nick Chubb, which luckily they said that he's going to be all right. Doesn't seem like he's going to be career ending,
That's beautiful.
so that's good. But it just seems like he's going to be out for the season, which is unfortunate. 4. See, I like your Chiefs. I really do. I'm going to go with the Raiders.
The Raiders.
I'm going to go with the Raiders.
You're hitting me from all different corners on this
I'm
one.
gonna
This
go
is
with the
top.
Raiders.
This is top. So these two
These
teams.
are my top 5 teams right
Okay,
now.
all right. Let me get through them before I.
Let's not. That team is still a fantastic team. You have a great running game. You have a great wide receiver core. You have a great quarterback behind Jimmy Garoppolo. They struggled last week, granted, yes. You lost them halfway through the game, right?
It wasn't halfway through the game.
You lost him. He was not there, right? He was not there. I see them coming back this week,
Okay.
right?
I don't think they're a horrible team. I'm still saying top 5. I would not. Every day, Continue though. I'm interested to hear the rest of this.
Okay.
You're gonna put the Browns at number 1, huh? I mean, you're gonna put the Bears at number 1, huh?
3. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
See, I like the Eagles. You're 100% right.
I'm gonna spit on you if you say what I think.
I want to say the Rams.
Wow.
I want to say the Rams. Now, the reason I'm saying the Rams is because you have the best wide receiver coming back, possibly, arguably, of all time. Triple Crown winner, Cooper Kupp, coming back next week. I'd say I like my chances.
That's danger.
They didn't listen. They've struggled out of the gate, but like I said, we dotting our T's and crossing our I's. No, that's not it. We dot,
See, that's
we
what I
dotting
almost
our
did at
I's and
first.
crossing our
Yeah.
T's. I like them, but I'd say the last 2 I'd probably say are pretty interchangeable. Niners, Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the Eagles. I don't.
Yeah,
I think they're a
good
great
for you.
team. I think they're a great team. But I'm a big underdog guy, and
I can tell.
honestly, I could really realistically put the Browns at 3. I wouldn't be
Realistically, you
opposed to the
can't.
Browns at 3.
If
Rams
we're really
at
going
5.
realistically, if we're going realistically, you can't.
I just see the Rams coming out strong. Once they get the juices flowing again, you get Cooper Kupp back, you figure out your whole running back situation. I don't think it's a lost season for them. I think it's very early in the season.
They do still have,
I think they have a lot of options. They have a lot of weapons.
The
and they
defense
still
is
have
still
Stafford.
decent.
Exactly. And I don't see it. I don't see them completely falling off a cliff.
I like it.
But I would say after this week, you have to say Dolphins 1, Niners 2.
Yeah.
You have to. The beating that you put on the Niners, Russell Wilson's going to have to kiss a couple extra babies this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's going to have
sure.
to kiss a lot of them.
For sure. He better be praying to the gods over there in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe smoke a little bit of that
Putting that
ganja.
putting up his
Yeah,
peace
exactly.
signs.
Yeah, exactly. Needs to fix something.
Yeah.
Because, listen, just because you bring a top-tier Hall of Fame coach, Sean Payton, in, doesn't mean that changes how awful the Broncos are.
Yeah, damn right about that.
You know?
And it's proven.
You can't mask something that's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
You can't. You just can't. So if they're gonna keep putting out garbage, they're just gonna keep getting it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and their schedule doesn't get any easier. They got the Bears this week.
Oh, yeah. Going downhill. They got a tough one this week.
But yeah, so the Dolphins, I think they're not moving anywhere. I think this week is gonna be fantastic. The game set for this week is fantastic. But we got. So I want to go through the injuries. Like I said, you had the Trayvon Diggs going down. Seems like it's a big
horrible.
Seems like it's a big impact on the
Big
Cowboys.
impact.
I think we're gonna really see what's going on this week. I think it all depends on how they come out this week. You know, and then we'll really see. All right, well, shit.
Yeah, if
You
it's,
guys are screwed now.
Uh-huh.
Like you guys aren't what we thought you were.
yeah,
in
Micah
weeks
Parsons
2
got to
and-
step
yeah.
up as that captain.
Exactly.
Be that voice.
Only listen, Micah Parsons can only do so much. He's gonna
He
start
can do
getting
a lot.
double teamed.
He
He's
can
gonna
do a
start
lot.
getting locked up.
You can double team him. You saw what double teaming him does.
Who is
to
he
him.
playing?
He'll push both.
Who is he playing? They have had a breeze of a schedule the last 3 weeks. A broken
Not
Jets,
that much of a breeze.
weak, a shitty Giants, and a shitty Cardinals. Now, who do they play? The Pats.
The Pats.
You lose to the Pats.
That
you got
says
two
something.
teams that are dog shit.
Yep, they're in panic mode if they lose.
They lose to the Pats. What do you think that front office is saying?
Oh, they're going to be in chaos mode.
What do
They're
you
not
think
going to
that
know
front
what to
office
do.
is saying up there? You think they're happy about that?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
With the team that they have.
No shot. All the money they're paying Dak, all the money they're paying everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be pissed. They do not want to lose this week. This should be a gimme
Yeah.
for them.
Well, last week should have been a gimme.
I agree.
It should have been a wash last week. We'll see. Because if they can't contain Mac Jones, they got a problem.
Which I don't think.
They got a huge problem.
But listen, I saw the stat. The Patriots are known for locking up their top receiver of the other team, like holding him to a certain amount of yardage. Maybe they hold CeeDee Lamb to.
That's all they need to do. You can tell Dak Prescott can't really use his weapons that well.
And he's got legs, like run out of the damn pocket.
He can.
Right.
That's why he's lost a bit to his game because he used to do
He was
that.
hurt. He got hurt too.
That's he's slowing
Yeah.
down a little bit in his age.
You had Mike Williams done for the year.
That's
ACL.
tough.
It's a
That's
tough break for the Chargers.
Just
Tough
keep
break.
losing people.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. You have Derek Carr. He's unlikely to play this week.
Yeah, that's tough.
They're saying Jimmy G's unlikely to play, but I don't want to say that. I don't think that that's the case.
I think the only reason why he doesn't play is if the doctors say he can't play.
Yeah, I don't even see Jimmy. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see him sitting out consecutive weeks, or not even consecutive weeks.
A week.
A week. I can't see it.
Yeah.
Unless it's really that bad. They have a later game this week. Right? And they have a later game this week, so
Yeah, that helps.
kind of helps a little bit. Bryce Young, possibly out this week.
Yeah, it's tough. I like to see that kid. I want to see more of him.
Yeah, no, I like him too. Dude, I was playing with Madden. I was playing a Madden with him 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
Yeah?
When it was like, you're doing franchise and get to
Get him, start him.
listen. If he's like he was
Build
in
him up.
Madden, shit. We have returning this week. I don't want to say I'm jumping the gun. I'm excited for it. Cooper Kupp, week
Yeah.
5. They're saying week 5. I think it's going to probably be another week, but I think that's going to be huge,
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely huge.
You got the best receiver in the league right now.
Triple crown.
Yeah.
Let's not forget it.
Nope, can't.
Has
He
anyone
gets
done that? Nope.
No. He short, medium, long. He is a all-around
Hopefully
threat.
he's still that same guy coming back from this injury, which I don't see. I mean, would he have
I
a knee
wouldn't
injury,
see
I
why,
believe,
yeah.
or something? I hope
Hamstring.
I think as long as he's up to full speed, I think that Rams team is dangerous. Dangerous. Even with Cooper Kupp. You got Alvin Kamara
That's big.
coming back from
They
suspension.
need that. They need that.
That's going to be huge. You got no Derek Carr,
Perfect
especially if
time.
he's not playing.
Perfect time for him to come
Perfect time,
back.
Exactly. Feed him that fucking rock.
Hell yeah.
Give that boy the rock. Waddle's still in concussion protocol. I would assume he's coming back this week.
Yeah, I would think so.
He looked like-
they don't need him.
No,
They don't need him. Not saying he's not
They-
an amazing person.
Do they need him
that-
this week, though? I think they might. We'll get to that in a second. I think they will need him this weekend. And then you got Ayuk coming back.
That's
Hopefully,
great for them.
Shoulder.
I mean, yeah. Is it great for them? Do they need him? Again, it's great to have him back.
Absolutely. I think he comes back, and I think he shoots right, goes right back to what he was doing the first 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was at practice today, which is Monday.
That's good, yeah.
Tuesday. This is Tuesday. So he was at practice today. So it seems like he should be in the right movement to play on Sunday. So we're going to run through the games. Lions-Packers. Should be a fantastic
That
game,
is
which is on
going to be
Thursday.
a great game. Oh,
I don't know who you we got Watson back, you got Jones back on the Packers.
wow.
It's a Thursday night game.
Ooh. Prime time. Wow. Who is scheduling these games for us? Thank you.
I don't think anyone thought these teams were going to be this good.
Well, yeah, because
You know, and
A
really
lot of
knew,
these-
like
untested quarterbacks
Yeah.
coming in,
exactly.
slanging it. So,
Exactly.
all right.
I'm going to go with the Lions. As much as I think, honestly, no, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go with the Packers.
All right.
Let me go with the Packers. Yeah, I do think the Lions are going to come out hot because last week, but I think the Packers are going to have their weapons back. They got Jones, you got Watson, Love. You're going to see what Jordan Love can really do, and he's been proving it the last 3 weeks. You know, like we're going to see what he's really about. So that should be fun, and that should be interesting at Thursday night. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Yeah, and the Lions are still just going off that week 1 win, off the Chiefs. No, I'm gonna go with the Lions. Yeah.
Okay. Falcons, Jags. Now
Ooh,
you're coming off the
in London.
Jags.
London.
Jags had a loss last week against the Texans. That changes your.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like the Jags. I like Trevor Lawrence.
Think the Falcons take that
I think
one?
the Falcons take it.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that because I do believe that the Jags are. I want to say the staff of the Jags. I feel like they've played a couple London games, and I feel like the staff of the Jags in London games is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna. As much as I like the Falcons, I really like the Falcons. I think the Falcons.
I like them. I wasn't expecting them to do what they did this year, and they're hanging in there.
So I'm gonna go with the Jags. Rams, Colts.
The Colts are scary this year. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Okay.
Good game though.
I agree. I think that game is great. I want to say the Rams because I think Matthew Stafford comes out swinging.
Oh
They
yeah.
need to win. They need to stay alive over there in LA. I think they come out swinging. They know they got Cooper coming back next week. I think they're like, listen, let's win one for
We
them.
can do. Yeah.
Let's win
Let's
another.
do it
Let's win a
without
game.
them.
Let's get a little.
If we can do it without them, we can definitely do it with them.
Exactly. Let's get a little momentum coming into this. And I think that's going to be a great game. Ravens, Browns. I'm going to take the Browns.
Me too.
Browns, I think,
Me too. Absolutely.
are the obvious choice. Ravens need to pull some things together,
Yeah,
man.
they do.
They're not looking so hot. And
They
Lamar
thought-
is stuck there.
He is. But again, Odell, he's doing what Odell does. Going about ankle injuries, this and that. He's not performing. I mean, he's not.
He hasn't played.
Yeah.
Like, two games.
That's what I'm saying. Doing what Odell does. Good job that they signed him.
That's a shame because I really want him to succeed.
Yeah, I love him.
You know. Vikings Panthers. No Bryce Young.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
You know with the Vikings.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings either. They need a win this week.
They need that, and I think Kirk Cousins will bring it to them.
I'm going to go with the Panthers here. I think Sam Darnold looked good last week. Like I said, he had 30 Thielen had 30 points.
Yeah.
145 yards, 1 TD, 11 receptions. I think you go right back to that. The defense is
Of
trash.
course, yeah.
You got Chuba Hubbard over there. Give him the rock. Let him do his thing. Let Sam Darnold throw the thing around. I think that's the solid pick. There is the Panthers.
Yeah, for you.
Bengals Titans.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Titans
take the
looked
Bengals.
atrocious last week. Bengals look great.
You think they try to move Derrick Henry?
I don't know why you would even try.
But the team sucks. Why would you keep a player?
Because your team sucks. Build around the player. That's awesome.
They do.
You're not going to build around Ryan Tannehill.
I'm not saying that, but you're going to keep somebody you're paying all this money to, and you're not winning.
Well,
Does that make sense?
when you give him the ball 6 times, you're not using him. It's not his fault. He had no shot.
And I understand that, but what has he done this year? He hasn't put up big numbers this year. He's not a top back in the year. Like he was a top back last year. He was one of the best backs last year. We weren't talking about like this about Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry wasn't in this conversation. He came out strong like Derrick Henry does. 30 rushes, 20 rushes, 25 rushes.
Yeah, but when they don't,
right, he's not getting the volume right, but it shouldn't matter.
It does matter. If you don't give him the ball,
if you're rushing 8 yards, if you're rushing 8 times and you don't do shit,
you get the ball 6 times. You expect them to rush it for 120 yards?
More than 20 yards, yeah, absolutely. You're if I'm handing you the ball and you're telling me you're only rushing 20 yards, you're fucking Derrick Henry. You're rushing 20 yards on 8 carries.
Yeah, okay. He should have had more on 8 carries, but give him the ball more. You got to break one. You get 2 yards, you get 20 yards.
Okay, but can't all be Derrick Henry.
I wish I was.
Can't all be Derrick Henry. I don't understand. I'm all for selling. I'm all for selling.
Yeah,
sell
I know.
the fucking
I
team.
see, yeah,
sell
sell 'em,
everybody.
yeah.
Get rid, dump everybody. Give them the Giants. We'll take them.
Yeah, that's why you want every other team to sell.
Yeah, sell. Sure. Listen, we need this. What happens if the Titans go to the deadline and they haven't performed like we're supposed to see them perform? You think they just keep everybody and let it?
So what do you trade Henry for some picks and? What do you do?
Yeah.
Who do you?
I would. Why not? I wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
If I can get 2 first rounds.
Yeah, if you can get 2 first rounds, I mean, yeah, of course I would do
Okay.
that. That's
Why wouldn't I be
completely
able to
different.
get 2 first rounds?
I don't know if
It's Derrick Henry.
I don't know if Derrick. Yeah, but Derrick Henry isn't worth 2 first rounds. That's
You don't think so?
That's 2 brand new people coming out of college that has 10-year careers compared to Derrick Henry who has 3 more.
Maybe they want to
maybe.
win now. That's all I'm saying. Fuck Derrick Henry. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, all right.
Please,
Yeah, he's gonna
swear.
come charging
Don't
through this
hurt me.
wall.
Don't hurt me. I swear. Bucks Saints. You got no
Oh, with no car.
car. Yeah, I think the Bucks take that for sure. That's a must-win game.
Yeah,
for
I'll
the Bucks.
go with the Bucks.
Must-win game for the Bucks. Dolphins Bills should be a fantastic game.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good game right
Should be
there.
a fantastic game. I do
Dolphins,
think the Dolphins
though.
take it.
Dolphins, though.
Yeah. So you saying the Bucks too on that one?
Yeah.
Dolphins, we're both saying. Broncos Bears,
Broncos.
the matchup of the century.
Yes. We'll see who could score the least.
You're going Broncos?
Yeah.
All right, here is where our bet gets
Oh,
made.
let's do it. Yeah.
Fucking Bears.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
I love
Come on, let's go Bears. What the shit? Oh, they're so trash. All right, Commanders, Eagles. I'm going Eagles. I think that's pretty obvious. You're not going Commanders. You going Commanders?
No.
After I just,
No,
after
sir.
I just
After I
whooped
put
that
them
ass.
three?
After I just whooped that ass
Yeah.
at Madden.
All they have is Terry McLaurin.
Steelers, Texans. I think that's gonna be a fantastic game.
Steelers, Texans. I'm going Steelers, though.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, I really do agree with you on that one.
Nice two young quarterbacks going at it.
Well, look and see who the Raiders play, and we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Cardinals, Niners. I think the Niners still can take that.
Oh, yeah. Unless, who knows, maybe. The Cardinals might be
Cardinals are
the upset champions.
Upset kings over there.
The Raiders versus the Chargers.
Raiders versus Chargers. What do you think takes that one?
Ugh, it's rough with the Chargers losing. I'm going to have to go with the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders too.
It's tough, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders too. I'm gonna bank on Jimmy G coming back.
Ooh, that's rough if he doesn't, though. Yeah, but I think he'll come back,
Yeah,
too.
I think he'll come back. I think he'll be good for this week. Pats, Cowboys.
I hate both of those teams, so even betting for any of them hurts me. As much... I'm going to go for a tie.
A
Not
tie.
going to tie.
What
No.
are we talking about?
Pats, Cowboys.
Pats, Cowboys. Oh, great.
I'm taking the Pats.
Then I'll take the Cowboys.
Chiefs, Jets.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
Sadly.
unfortunately. Rest in peace, Aaron Rodgers.
Tragic.
Next year, will hopefully be.
Next
longer
year,
than
next year will be the year. Next year will be the year.
That's it. Jets.
Jets.
Seahawks, Giants. I think that's a great,
Ooh.
solid game.
I'm going my
Giants,
Giants,
dude.
baby,
I'm
all
going
day
Giants,
long.
dude.
The G-men.
All right, so that is we're gonna cut. So we got two more. We got one more segment we want to get to, but before we get to that, I want to talk about the start of the NBA season.
Oh yeah, real
Which
excited.
Is going to be huge. We are going to start doing. You're going to get 2 episodes a week. We're going to do one football, one basketball.
Yeah.
I might have someone else come on talk about baseball playoffs.
Yeah.
Which, this guy, I couldn't tell you a baseball if it hit him in the face.
No. You're like, oh, softball just hit me? Who threw that thing?
What was that? Was that a football? But I think that's going to be good. I think we're gonna kind of talk about the week of basketball.
Yeah.
And we're going to kind of get into some plays of the week, which I think will be kind of the same thing that we're doing here. And I think we'll have a pretty
For sure.
good discussion. I know me and him are very heated about our basketball.
Yeah. Very different.
Very different when
Different
it comes to football.
opinions.
They're very different opinions, very different teams. He's
Yeah,
a Knicks fan.
I'm a
I'm a Lakers fan, which is
Blasphemy.
R.I.P. Kobe.
East Coast, baby.
R.I.P. Kobe. But I think that should be cool. And then briefly, Damian Lillard, Raptors. What do you think about that? Possibly, it's possible.
It's possible.
Not set in stone yet.
It
but
would be great for any team to get Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard is one of the best point guards in the league. He is so underrated. The fact that he doesn't get All-Stars is blasphemy.
He was hurt last year.
Last year, of course. When he's hurt, obviously, I can understand. But when he is playing, he is such a force on the field.
I agree.
Such a force.
Such a force on the field.
He has ice-cold veins. He can hit the dirtiest of shots. I mean, he can sling the ball. He is an all-around...
Now, so you got your Miami, you got Toronto now. Came out that it was Toronto. He wants to go to Miami, which I think
I think that is the place for him to go. Absolutely.
Chip, no question.
Him and Jimmy Buckets
You got
are
what's that motherfucker?
Hassan Whiteside.
No, I don't think he's on the Heat anymore. You got the big down there. You got Kyle Lowry over there. You got I think that is a fantastic spot for him.
That's where I think he should go there because he can get the chip that he deserves.
Exactly. And I think that is the best place for him to beat the Suns, which you got
Oh, my
Booker,
God.
you got Beal, you got Ayton, you got KD.
Yeah, riding another super team on the bench. Good for you, KD, you piece of paper. God.
So I think that should be interesting to see how that plays out. But we're gonna obviously get more into that as the season comes on. We're gonna see kind of what preseason's looking like, because preseason's it starts in a couple weeks, I believe, and then looks like we'll probably start getting into the episodes probably mid-October. But yeah, so that's should be fun. But anyways, this week's Laugh and Long Shots.
Yes, sir.
Laughs and Long Shots should be going. We got 2 clips picked out for you, and one of them is by Mike Evans this week, which was ridiculous. It looked like it was a catch out of Madden.
Yeah. Yes.
Like the way he caught it, the way he didn't land yet, it was just crazy.
Didn't even look like he real.
Absolutely crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And he just continues to just
he pushes him for like 3 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
In the air.
Like, watch when they show this. Look at this.
One-handed. Oh, let me just hold you on your
He's like
back.
walking
let me just
on his
carry
back.
you. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Ridiculous. And then the next one we got is the Chargers Vikings game, which was I don't know, I guess I want to say Wildcat pass. Would that be a Wildcat pass? I would assume so, right?
Yeah, this is technically wild.
Because you're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, and he's throwing the ball. So this pass by Keenan Allen to Mike Williams before he blew his ACL out.
Wide open.
Wide open.
Gone. Pieces. Deuces.
Ridiculous.
Keenan Allen getting it from all sides of the field. He'll pass it and he'll catch it. He don't care.
And you know what's funny is Keenan Allen had a great week this week too.
I'm surprised he doesn't just pass it and then catch it himself.
Yeah, right.
Just yuck it up in the air and you run down to it. Yeah.
Honestly, like, why not? But yeah, that's basically it for the week. I'm Mike.
And I'm Josh.
This is the Athletic Lounge. We'll be here next week, Tuesday, Wednesday. Follow us on Instagram. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.